Eric Franklin Jr.
Oh, is the intro over? Oh my gosh, sorry. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be part 2 of my college week series. On Wednesday, I uploaded a video called Things I Wish I Knew Before College, which was actually a collab with one of my bestest friends. If you haven't seen that video, I'm going to put a little thingy up here so you can check it out. But this is going to be part 2. In this video, I am going to be going through my whole college experience. Pretty much going to be explaining why I regret going to college in the first place. Before we can get into why I regret going to college, let's just go all the way back to the year 2009. So let's do that.
Let's record Eric for a little bit. This for this one amount of time. This is our record. This is our Don't say that.
Brooklyn, what?
You from what?
Brooklyn.
Who won the game?
Rich, man.
Eric dumb, I swear to God, y'all.
So high school, my freshman year was 2009, 2010, and I was in this program called the IB program, which on the website it says the IB supports schools and teachers to provide a rigorous, high-quality education offering professional development that improves pedagogy. See, look, I don't even know how to pronounce this word. Pedagogy and leadership. What kind of word is that? I wasn't good at it at all. Like, I was getting pretty much straight C's. I was getting a few B's, rarely got any A's, stuck with the C's. So by the time I hit my junior year of high school, I was like,
you know what? I really want to go to college.
Or so I thought. Maybe I should go take normal classes so I can get my GPA up. So around the beginning of my junior year, I ended up transferring schools and going to a different school where I was taking normal classes and a few AP classes, but for the most part taking normal classes, and I got my GPA up from like a 2.8 to like a 3.2. So my senior year comes around and I'm like applying for schools or whatever. I got accepted to a school called Clayton State University, which is like a little bit outside of Atlanta, Georgia. In Georgia, they have this scholarship called the Hope Scholarship. So if you have a 3.0 GPA, the Hope Scholarship covers about 90% of your school costs or whatever. So the Hope Scholarship only considers all of your classes besides your electives. Like, they don't count like the PEs and the art classes. They only count like the math, sciences, all of your core classes. Without my electives, my GPA was a 2.95. Let me say that again, 2.95. I was 0.5 points away. But I had already visited Clayton State, met so many cool people, and once I got back home, I realized that I didn't even have the Hope Scholarship, so I couldn't even go. And I didn't have any scholarships, so I had no money. So I ended up applying to a school in the city that I live, Augusta, Georgia. At the time, it was called Augusta State. So in July of 2013, I applied to Augusta University, got in, and then the following month, I was starting my first semester of classes. So let's talk about freshman year of college, because it was bad. My first semester was pretty decent. It wasn't anything spectacular. I took 4 classes. No, I took 5 classes, but I dropped my math class because my teacher was horrible. By the time the end of the semester came, I had like 2 B's and 2 C's. So it wasn't that bad. That second semester though, let's talk about second semester freshman year. This kind of goes back to my video I did earlier this week. Don't rely solely on your advisor to help you out with your scheduling, because I told my advisor that I wanted my schedule a certain way, and looking back on it now, no professional advisor for a student should have approved it. So pretty much I had 6 classes my second semester freshman year, all on the same day. They were all on Mondays and Wednesdays. I had no classes on Thursday, and on Tuesdays I only had my biology lab. And my first class started at 7 a.m. 7 a.m. and my last class started at 12. So I had a class at 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., and then 12 p.m. So 6 classes back to back. That semester was trash. By the time I got to the end of the semester, I only had 4 classes. I got kicked out of my 7 a.m. for missing too many days, and I dropped my math course again because I was so far behind. And at the end of that semester, I believe I had 2 C's and 2 D's. And at that point, I should have finally realized that, you know what, maybe this college thing isn't for me. I wasn't really applying myself too well, and also I was really busy with working. I feel like my college experience wasn't what I thought it would be. Living in dorms, you know, joining these organizations, going to all these events. I could never really do that because A, I didn't stay in a dorm. I ended up just staying at home with my mom. 2, I couldn't really join any organizations or really go to any school functions because I was working. I ended up getting a job around the second month of my first semester. Like in October, I started working, and that was mainly because I did have a car at the time. I wasn't paying monthly for it or the insurance, but I had to like, you know, get gas. And eventually that car did go out. Like, it was a really old car to begin with. So I ended up having to buy my own car, which means now I have a car note and car insurance to pay. So I had to work. I didn't have really a choice. So I couldn't really have the full college experience like I wanted. So yeah, the end of freshman year, my mom and my stepdad were really upset with me, almost to the point where they were gonna force me to go to the Army. And I didn't want to do that at all. Like, Army? Me? Army? Bitch, what? I wasn't going to no Army. Like, y'all hear something? Like, I'm not going. So I talked them out of it, and eventually, you know, I just kept going with college. I got way better. I applied myself more. Another thing I regret about going to college is debt. Student loans. Like I said, I didn't get the Hope Scholarship. I didn't have any scholarships. So all of my tuition costs came straight from student loans. And like I said, my very first year of college wasn't that great. Like, I failed 2 classes. I think I failed like another class in between like my sophomore year and my super senior year, aka my 5th year. So I ended up graduating in 5 years. So I had to do an extra year, and that just added on to the debt that I already had. So I don't know the exact amount, but I know it's around $50,000, and it's... So all of that to say, I feel like I kind of have been rambling. I apologize if this is kind of like that. Once I realized that I could not go off to school and had to stay home, I would have probably just, you know, went into the workforce. It's not like I had a choice. I mean, I did have a choice, but really, I was always taught to like go to college. My sister went to college. At my sister's graduation, I had actually got my grades for my 2nd semester, which, like I said, was the really bad semester. And my mom had like looked at them, and she was so pissed off. But like I said, we were at my sister's graduation. like your one child is graduating and your other child is doing shitty. She was so pissed off, but she couldn't really go in on me like she wanted to because we were in public. But like, trust me, once we got home, it went down. I'm really proud of myself for actually, you know, finishing, even though I started off really terrible. And once I realized I was going to have to graduate a year late, that was really hard on me because, you know, going on social media and seeing people that you went to high school with that actually went to college and graduated on time, it was really hard seeing that and not just looking at myself like,
You big dummy.
that could have been you, but you decided to be a dummy and just not care about school. I feel like the only benefit that I got from school was like my love for content creation. Like I said in my last college video, I went in wanting to do journalism, but I actually decided that I didn't like journalism. And around my 3rd year of school, I realized that I really like video editing and I got really good at it. So now that's kind of what I want to do. So I feel like if I didn't go to college, I probably would have never touched Final Cut and would have never learned how to edit. But that's really the only benefit I feel like I gained from college. So like, really going to college, you do kind of discover yourself, like discover your personality, discover what you want to do in life. And I think I did get that from college, but everything else, I feel like I just, you know, I just feel like I didn't really get the college experience that I wanted. And I feel like now it's too late because I'm about to be 25. I'm definitely not going back for my master's. You live and you learn, pretty much. Like, when I have kids, or if I do decide to have kids, when I have kids, I'm definitely not gonna put pressure on them to go to college. If you want to go to college, do that. I'm gonna try to save up money for you. I'm gonna try get you to like do some scholarships, like apply for some and do good in high school so that you can probably get a full ride somewhere. But if you don't want to go to college, bro, like, don't. You don't. You can stay here with me as long as you want because I love you. It's your right child. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be pretty much the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I'm really trying to get 100 subs, so please help me out. I will see you guys in the next video. That was trash. I'm sorry. Bye.